Students, in our last video, we saw that different people have different goals and development means different things for different people. So, development can mean something for one person, whereas that it can mean something very different for the other person also. Okay, so here we are going to do further, and we are going to do the topic income and other goals. Okay, now this is basically dealing with the individual development. So what does an individual need for its development? His first priority will be the income. What does people desire or wish? What is their biggest desire or wish? That is to have more income for better living. Okay, so but does that mean that more income is the only criteria for development? Does that mean so? Now suppose I give you an example. Suppose if you are offered with a job which is having very high salary, but then you have to go and work in the borders of India, Pakistan. Will you agree for that job? Again, suppose if you have the job which is giving you very high salary, but then you have to work all 7 days without no holidays. So will you agree for that job? Now I'm sure for point 2 and point 3 your answers would be no. So again you can see that if you have a job which has very good salary, maybe 1 lakh per month, that means it's quite a handsome salary, high salary, but then there is lots of work pressure where you just cannot give any time to your personal life, to your family life. You cannot devote any time. So would you accept such sort of job even if it is paid highly to you? The answer would be no. Okay, so what do we see? That even if your income is very high, but that does not mean you are going to accept a job which is offered to you. Now that means that income is not the only goal of a person. So what else does a person sees? What else is his goal apart from income? Now they will be like, it will be equal treatment in a workplace. There has to be security in a workplace. There has to be a job satisfaction. Okay, now I can give you an example for equal treatment. Now if boys and girls are working together, and obviously the employees would like that they should be treated equally. There should be no discrimination done on the basis of caste or gender. So that is equal treatment. Everyone should be treated equally. So people want respect in the job. Again, women who go for work, they look, apart from a high salary, they look for job security. They look for security, their personal security and the job security. Whether that condition, that place is conducive enough to work or not. So they look for a security. If that place is not good enough for working, if it does not have security, then a woman will never want to go and join that job. Again, if you are doing some work, for example, our parents, if they are doing some work in which they are not feeling very happy, so how long will they able to continue with that job? Someday they might just leave that job because they are not having the job satisfaction. So we see that apart from income, we have other goals also. Okay, so an individual to have, for an individual to have individual development, apart from income, there are other goals also which is important for that individual to develop. Now what are these other individuals? So what is individual development? Individual development will be the mix of goals. That will be income plus other goals. So there is a mix of goals. Now such sort of principle would be an individual development. Okay, so now we have seen the concept of individual development. Now we are going to do what is national development. Now national development means there has to be a nation whose development, about whose development we are talking. Now how is a nation built? A nation is built by individuals. So people, by adding up those people, we are going to build a nation, and when the development of the individuals will happen, then the development of the nation will automatically be happening. So nation is formed by individuals, and development of each and every person of that nation, nation is going to give result in national development. Okay, now but then we know that there are so many people living in a nation. That means, and we have already seen earlier, that different people hold different views. So obviously for national development also different people will have different views, and each of them might be having different views about national development. Now for example, like our family that we have, what is development for the family? Now in a family we have father, mother, child. Now what is national development for father? For national development for father will be improved in health facilities, improved in transportation facilities, options of getting better jobs with high salaries, through which he will be able to help the nation. So that will be national development for him, according to him. Now what will be national development according to a child? He might look for better education facilities. He might look for more exposures. So that will be national development for him. What about national development for a mother? A mother might look for reduction in the prices. She might look for more kitchen items. She might look for more services that are provided to the house. So if there is improvement in that, then development will be that will be the development for a mother. So here we see an example where national development means different for different people. So every person is having a different perspective regarding the national development. Okay, now what does this lead us to? This leads us that one person can have more than one idea for a development. Now see, here I have written reduction in prices, more items of kitchen, more services. Now that means development does not mean that there has to be only one idea for development. There can be more ideas for development. Okay, so that means one person can have more than one idea for development. Then whose idea should be accepted and whose idea should be denied? Now, if we accept somebody's idea and we reject somebody's idea, the other person's idea, then there is a conflict of notion of development. So, you see, there is a problem with this also, that whose idea should be accepted and whose idea should be rejected. Okay, now for that, the economists have come to a principle that the goal, what will be the exact notion of development. Now development must be such that it must benefit all. So the exact notion of development means it must benefit all. Now a great philosopher has given an idea which normally the countries follow. What is that? It is that greatest benefit to the greatest people at the cost of minimum people. This has been given, these are the words of a great philosopher, and this is not there in a book, so I am just adding this up. Now according to this theory, the greatest benefit is for the greatest people. Now greatest over here means greatest number of people, and it should be at the cost of minimum people. I'll just give you an example to make you understand this. Now you must have heard about the Narmada Valley and the dam construction that is done over there. So the Adivasis who were living near the Narmada valleys, now if a dam is constructed over there, then it is a negative point for these tribal people. They have to be relocated to some other place. They will lose their farming land, and that is going to disturb their living. So this is a negative. The building of dam construction will be a negative aspect for the tribal people. But then building a dam will be a positive point for a larger group of people, because then lots of farmers in far off places are going to get water from it. Lots of people are going to get hydroelectricity projects can be established in that place. There can be water supply done to a larger area. So you see, the large group is being benefited, and that is what is meant by the principle that if a dam is built, then greatest benefit is obtained. If there is a greatest benefit that is being obtained for greater number of people, then even if you have a small minimum number of people is affected, that benefit should be done. Okay, so the benefit must be benefiting all. That means to a greater number of people. Okay, now that should be the exact notion of development. And to have an exact notion of development, we should also see some other points also. What is it? First is that it must benefit all. Second is that they should also look for an alternative method for the development. Okay, and the benefit should be done mainly to the poor and the underprivileged section. Okay, now to explain this, there is an example in your book. I'll just show you the example in a little while. I'll explain you the example over here first. Now, there was a multinational company, MNC company, that was dealing with petroleum and metals. And this multinational company, it gave the contract of waste disposal, and this was happening in the city of Abidjan, which is in Ivory Coast, that is in Africa. Okay, so the multinational company in Abidjan city, which is in Ivory Coast, Africa, gave a contract to a local merchant over there to dispose of the waste, dump the liquid toxic wastes over there. Now, where to dump it? In open air, in the city and in sea. Now, if the dump liquid toxic wastes and the solid waste is dumped in open air and in the city, what happened after 1 month? Now, after 1 month, 7 people were found dead, 20 people were hospitalized. They were sent to hospitals, and 26,000 people were treated of poisoning. So, do you see the scenario over here? Now, does this example raises some questions. Now, what are the questions that are raised? Who is benefited and who is at a loss? So, you can just see who is benefited. It is the multinational people. It is the person who is given the contract. So he must have been paid by the multinational company in a huge amount. So it has benefited that person, that company. Okay, and was that development goal right for the country? What should be the development goal for this country? Was that development goal right for the country? So we can just see that this was not a good developmental step that was taken. So this was not good. So then what should have been the goal for the country? So that needs again a study, that what should be the developmental goal for the study. For the country. So I'll just show you here the example that I was doing. Now this is the example which is given in your page number 7. and this article came out in the newspaper, and it explained that how liquid toxic wastes were dumped in open air and in the surrounding seas, and it was happening in the city of Abidjan in Ivory Coast, which is in Africa, and that fumes from the highly toxic waste caused nausea, skin rashes, fainting, diarrhea, etc. After a month, 7 people were dead, 20 in hospital, 26,000 treated for symptoms of poisoning. So we see that this was the example. Now, so today we have seen what is development. We have seen that development is an idea, which and development means developing of the individual as well as the nation. Okay, so I want you to now have a good reading of this chapter. The chapter is not very difficult, but then it requires a good reading with full concentration, because there will be minor points which I might have not touched, so you need to read that. Okay, so that we can do further with a very clear concept, so that when I take the next class, your concepts are absolutely clear. So students, I have started with this chapter of economics development, and I really want you to read the chapter, and many of you are not looking at the videos properly, because I can get that feedback that I upload the videos, I get the feedback. So I really request all of you to just have a look of the video properly, so that you are able to do the answer and question answer sessions also, and learn the concepts very nicely. So that will happen only if you look through the video and then do a reading, because then it will be easy for you. So please look through the video, understand the concept and do the reading. Stay safe till we meet next time.